Well, actually, the idea of waiting places came from Nicole Krauss, a writer we were working with in the pre-process of the piece. And she said, what if I said, I feel like something is waiting in me, and waiting to come alive, waiting to dance, waiting to speak. And we started to brainstorm what this piece would become. And she's like, but it can't be one place. It's many places. We are waiting in many places, and many places in us are waiting. And that's kind of where it started.
I feel like we also keep talking about and finding new places where you wait. Like every day there's something new. You're like, I'm actually waiting right now for whatever. Or
exactly.
Lots of things in life where you just actually are waiting.
I mean, sometimes the waiting can become the doing, or the practice becomes the performance, or the searching for something becomes more meaningful than what you find. And so I love playing with those contradictions.
Først gik der lang tid med at prøve at finde ud af, hvad stykket overhovedet skal hedde, og det er ligesom det starten på det hele, når man arbejder med ny koreografi, eller ligesom ny dramatik, så starter vi et eller andet sted. Det eneste, jeg ligesom ved at holde mig til i starten af, det er en titel, som også kører lidt frem og tilbage, hvad det nu skal være, osv., og har selvfølgelig nogle idéer om en tematik, og i forhold til de ting, som Bobby laver. Det er nu vores 4. opsætning sammen, siden vi startede. Så det er jo også noget med, at man kender et sprog, og man har et sprog sammen. Så derfor så kan en titel jo godt være en starter for mig til at ligesom komme i gang med at sætte nogle billeder på en scenografi. Så Waiting Places er et venteværelse, og det er et sted, hvor man venter, og når man så skal lave et venteværelse på Edison, så tror jeg, så handler det mest om at undgå en almindelig teatralitet omkring, nu laver vi et meget sådan realistisk venteværelse, men måske mere med at lave en tilstand. Altså i stedet for, at mange scenografier prøver at fabulere en hel masse og være store og være i pangfarver og alt muligt, så det her, må man sige, det er ligesom at gå den modsatte vej. Det er en helt anden form for æstetik, og det er et andet sprog. Så på den måde, så nogle gange er det jo enormt rart at lave noget, hvor man siger, okay, det skal være så underspillet som muligt, og man skal helst ikke lægge mærke til det. Det handler måske mere, det minder mere om at lave filmscenografi.
I love being on this stage. I think it's such an incredible room, and it's so intimate. I really like that.
It's such a gift to be in this space. It's a wild space. It has a lot of different texture and details, and it feels worn in and beautiful in the way it is worn in.
Det, der ramte mig, men som også heldigvis ramte Bobby og Åre, det er ligesom den autenticitet, der er, som rummet har i sig selv. Det er et af de få rum, hvor man ikke fuldstændig har renoveret det og har malet kridtet væggene hvide, men at der faktisk er kabler og ledninger tilbage til fra, at det var et elværk. Det her det er det første elværk på Frederiksberg.
And I think it's been incredible to be in Edison, also with the way that Christian Friedlander has handled creating this set. He's brought back the original windows from the original building.
Jeg var meget forelsket i de her 3 vinduer, som man stadigvæk ser ude fra gaden af. Så når man kommer til Edison, så det første man ser, så er jo den her flotte facade med de her 3 meget store vinduer. Så min første åbenlyse idé, synes jeg, var, at man skulle komme frem til de der vinduer igen. Vi vil gerne lave noget med, hvor man også ligesom arbejdede med lyset udenfra og komme tilbage til rummet, hvordan det så ud originalt. Det viser sig, at det er helt umuligt at komme ind til de vinduer, fordi de er lukket af på grund af noget lydisolering i forhold til naboerne. De ægte, rigtige vinduer, de ligger inde bag ved den her væg, som også er en kunstig væg, som er blevet bygget. Så det vil sige, at lige bag ved den her væg, der har man præcis de samme vinduer, som vi ser her. Bare ægte. Men de ligger altså lige inde bag ved den her anden falske væg, så det vil sige, at vi har et lag her, en lagkage, der hedder ægte vinduer, falsk væg, falske vinduer.
I think the people characterize the dance, or I hope nobody sees a style. I hope people leave and say, who are those people and why do they do what they do? And they can say Astrid moves like this and Kizzy moves like that and Orr moves like that, and that who they are is, every dancer. I love what the history that they bring in their bodies. That becomes the common language that we move together in. And it's not like we decide to do a style and the hands are gonna be like this.
It feels very human. I always feel like I'm very much myself. I don't have to fit into some sort of a box or, you know, somebody's idea of what I am. I am actually just me in the room, which is rare and amazing.
Kostymerne har det lidt på samme måde som rummet, at de ikke skal være det er ikke prangende kostymer, men de skal helst ligesom nærmest ikke gå i et med rummet, men de må gerne være noget, som ligesom er en del af rummet også. Så jeg vil sige, at den her kategori af kostymer er ligesom den underspillede, men samtidig så har det ligesom en materialitet og noget ægthed i sig. Så man vil ligesom kunne genkende det og sige, nå ja, okay, han kommer ind, han har en t-shirt på, han har nogle bukser på og sådan noget, men det er tidløst. Vi prøver ligesom at ramme et eller andet sted, som så går ind for herremode, som er går tilbage til 1940'erne til 1970'erne, 80'erne.
What I love so much about dancing is that it is wordless and it talks about the unnameable things. It can mean many things at one time, and each gesture can mean something completely different to each person. And I love how the audience can each have an individual experience when they see a movement, and that they might not know why they connect to something, but they know what they feel. I mean, I think a lot of arts do that, and expression does that, and when you taste something amazing, it does that to your whole body.
I think that everybody can watch it, and I mean, we are human beings, and everybody who's watching is as well, and that's the connection that you get and give. It's what I think dance does when it's best, is that you don't need to know anything ahead. You just come in and sit down and feel. If you're open to get something in, you will get something out. And whatever you feel is right is what it is.
I feel lucky to travel a lot and meet a lot of different people and feel influenced by the people I meet, and they become a part of me and become a part of the dancing, and how so many things are still so similar between us, even though things feel sometimes really far between people and places, and still something about this need to be loved and to be understood and to express and to be heard. Something about the more people I meet, the more I'm reassured of that. I mean, it's such a gift to work with all the people in this group. What I'm moved by the most is, yes, they are incredible dancers, but for me, they're the most incredible in the way they bear themselves, and the virtuosity in their vulnerability and their strength, how precise they can be with emotion and timing, and how much human that brings out, that you all of a sudden realize, am I watching a dancer, or am I just watching someone up there going through something? I hope the audience can recognize small parts of themselves when they see the performance, and they can recognize people they know or once knew, or people they're waiting for. Yeah, I hope they can let go to feel, even if they don't understand. And they can empathize and question.